I want that fat guy. He hit me in front of my family.
What's going on?
You guys have a warrant or anything?
Put your hands up against the wall.
Possibly a fight or possibly a robbery at a grocery store.
He comes running out, threatening to kill my friend and me.
Keep your feet down.
That's right.
Or you're gonna be hogtied. Do you understand that?
That's right, Mrs. Bitch.
The device is very useful for locating people who are fleeing from or attempting to hide from the police.
They broke off her chain. They're in custody.
The two witnesses that helped chase this person down took a big chance.
One in custody, check with 13 hours.
Oh, stop fighting, sir! Get on the ground!
They're calling for cover there.
Confirmed shooting. Individual's been shot in the back of the head.
One of my buddies got smoked for no reason. What, you got a gun in your pocket now? Get your hand behind your back like that.
They smashed this over your head? Yeah.
This program contains actual police footage. No reporters, no recreations.
I want to press he assaulted me and my family. I want to press an assault charge on him.
Okay, the first guy.
The fat guy. I don't care about the guy that lives there.
Okay, the guy. You don't care about the guy with the knife?
No, I don't care about him. One call, I'll blow his whole house up. I don't give a shit about it. I want that fat guy. He hit me in front of my family. My two kids are heartbroken.
I just want to know exactly what he's wearing because if I have to arrest him.
Well, he took his shirt off, I don't know, and he's got a couple tattoos here. The other guy's completely covered in tattoos. The one guy, the other guy's got a tattoo here. He's a little chubby. He's got a tattoo here, and
So
tattoo.
he came up right over to your car, grabbed you in the car.
I was out of the car.
Okay.
I was sitting out of the car.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he said something to me, and the girl was standing there calling him off, and he attacked me.
Okay.
For no reason at all.
And then he started swinging at me. I
Do you
don't
want
know
him?
why. He hit me in the face.
Do you want him charged with assault?
I do.
Okay, you're willing to
I'm
go
willing
through
to
with that.
do whatever I have to take to charge him with assault.
Okay, so we'll grab a statement from you then. We're gonna go.
There's only two guys in the house.
So
The one guy's got tattoos all the way up and down his arm,
And the other guy doesn't.
and he's got a short sleeve on. The other guy's a fat guy. I mean, you can
No
know it's
tattoos though, right?
No, and he's bald-headed.
Okay.
too.
All right. Okay. Great.
Can you go to the back, Ian?
Fifth Avenue with DTL Juliet Charlie Delta
467. 43 going for
It's the police. It's the police.
It's okay. She's
Frank. Frank's right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Can you come out and talk to me for a sec, Frank?
Yeah, sure
All right.
can. She's okay. She's only 6 months old.
Okay, well, let's put her in the house, okay?
Okay, sure. So, go on. Back in the house. Go. Go on. So, stay.
Come here, baby.
Stay. Just close this door. Sure. If you don't mind, that keeps her.
Listen, Frank. I charged you with prohibited driving once. You remember me?
Yes, I remember. I remember you quite well. Actually, I owed you a thank you.
That's right. That's right. So what was the deal here tonight, anyway?
Well, see, apparently what happened was a friend of mine and his girlfriend were walking up the street. And these people over here come down and somebody said, hey, well, f you, goof, and jumped out. And they jumped out of the car and they got into a fight. And his girlfriend run down and yelled in my door, hey, your friend's getting the shit kicked out of him by two guys. So I threw my boots on. Look, they're barely tied up.
Mm-hmm.
I run out to see what the hell was going on. And then there was three of them come out of over there.
Out of the car.
Yeah, well, no, there's only two in the car. People come out of the building.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, look, let's calm this all down. I had it calm down. I don't know, I think he's a packy, to tell you the truth. I don't know who the he is.
Mm-hmm.
He comes running out, threatening to kill my friend and me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, f you, right? Like, don't threaten to kill my life. I'm trying to stop a conflict here. I had him coaxed into coming in here, phoning the cab, going home, and he kept yakking, and then another guy come out, and he knew them, so he helped me calm it all down, so it's all settled.
Your buddy came out with a knife, though, eh?
No, nobody had a knife.
Yeah. Your buddy came out second,
No.
though? The bald guy came out second?
The bald guy's from over there.
Yeah. Well, who else is in there?
Me and the blonde-headed guy. There is no bald guys.
Okay.
He had no knife either.
Was he out?
Guy come from that building over there. He's the guy. We got threatened with their lives too. That's when I got choked.
Okay.
Nobody calls me a goof and threatens my life. I'm trying to stop a fucking conflict, not start one. Like,
Okay,
hell, I
Frank,
don't
well,
want to take a whole
this
building
is
on,
the
man.
situation. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on down. I'm going to get a little more information from you in my car, okay? And I'm investigating an assault right now, okay?
An assault?
Yeah.
On him or on them?
On them.
Well, he's the one that got the shit kicked out of him by two guys.
Let's go talk to my car, okay?
Yeah.
All right, okay?
Okay,
And,
just a minute. I got to tell her what's going on.
That's fine, yeah.
Remember, Ann, she was in the van, or in the truck.
That's right, I remember.
Okay. Ann, I'm going to go talk in the car for a minute. Remember the same officer that got us that Sunday morning?
Well, he's back.
So I'm gonna go talk to him in the car for a minute. Because they're trying to charge somebody here with assault. If you get that. Charge who? Look,
Okay, well,
we're not gonna argue
We're
with
just
it
trying to
yet.
get this
I wanna hear
determined.
The whole
I mean,
story.
I'm just trying to get the story.
I gotta be at work 7 o'clock
Okay,
tomorrow
Frank, don't
morning, so
worry.
let's make this fast. Let's go talk.
All right.
You know, like, I don't want no goddamn argument.
What do you think? I didn't get in on enough of it to
Well,
know
I was under the impression when we were out there talking with that.
that it wasn't the guy with all the tattoos that was the problem. It was the other guy with only some tattoos.
Ian?
No.
Is that
There's no one else in the house.
Is that-
See the guy on the couch?
is that him there?
There's another guy in here? Okay, well, you guys are lying to us. There's one more guy in here.
I'm being honest with you. There is no other guy in here.
Could we have
Unless you got a search warrant.
Being serious. There is nobody else.
could we have just two of us look for the just to bear you out, and then we won't all.
Search warrant?
We're just trying to get your cooperation,
I
sir.
don't care. Get a search warrant or get the out.
We don't need a search warrant.
That's the way it is.
Because all we know is Frank's been involved in some sort of altercation. and-
But no, I'm going to know more involvement than the rest of us is.
Well, then I guess we're just going to take Frank down.
Why?
Because you're certainly not going to cooperate with us. We just want to get everything organized, but if you're not going to cooperate with us, we'll just take him downtown now.
Oh, you're going to take him down for what?
For causing disturbance, assault, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If there's another person here, we want to find that
For
out.
what?
I'm
Assault.
being serious. There is no
you're
other
going to be
person
charged
here.
for misinterpretation.
So why don't you talk him into letting
Yeah.
two of us look quickly, and then we want
Well, you'll have to ask Frank.
What did he do? He assaulted my son, my husband,
Okay.
threatened me.
Charlie's fine.
You can go back to your car.
Hey, you want to come with us here? I'm going to talk to you, okay?
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah.
I'll stay behind and talk to the lady.
I'd like to know just what's going on with Frank.
Just come on out here for a sec. Just have a stand down the steps. No, just walk down the steps.
Can I close the door? Sure. I'm freezing and I got a bad cold. Thanks. Do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, if you want, I'll be right back. Okay.
Anyone that you pushed off 18th Avenue or one member from Naples would be appreciated.
Okay, jump in the back.
648 Telford for a domestic.
You let my brother go, eh?
I'm not sure yet.
Let him go. I'm doing this
Time right
because
cover.
he's got to go.
Okay, you just relax.
Started out as a report of a fight happening, and then there was some information that there had been a gunshot fired, and our first members at the scene reported that that wasn't the case, although a knife had been used in the altercation. We spent some amount of time listening to both sides of the dispute, and ended up making one arrest of a gentleman who was involved in the fight, according to the witnesses. He'll be taken down to the police station for proper identification, and then maybe released later on tonight. We want to let him cool off for a couple hours so that there's no more further problems here.
To Serve and Protect, we'll be right back.
We just received a call, possibly a fight or possibly a robbery at a grocery store up in Wally, so we're going to head there. We've got a member pretty close to the scene right now. But it came in as some East Indian males fighting. We've had no update since.
Where did you last see them?
Somewhere in the house. And then we saw them coming this way again, and they
Where did you last see them?
See them?
Last time you saw them?
Last time, like today or before?
Yes, tonight.
Tonight we were running this way.
Running down the street that way?
Yeah.
With the pizza?
Yeah.
With the pizza.
How long?
I didn't see anybody.
About just, no.
I didn't see anybody.
10 minutes.
Where were they robbed?
You went very phone right way.
Pizza and
right way, right?
I got one guy here.
Description? Description?
We have to wait dark
they
here.
East Indians?
They're East Indians, right?
East Indians?
And there's two together now?
They're
You got
together,
one?
right?
Together with pizza and money.
What age? How old?
I think about same.
22.
Same age.
Okay.
We just got a call of yelling and screaming. We don't even know what's going on.
Oh, sorry. There's just a robbery of some pizza and I think some money. We've caught one suspect and two fled that way.
Okay, where would you like us to set up?
We're going to set up a perimeter. If we could borrow two of you.
Okay, sure.
Back alley just around here, he says they probably ran
Are you guys in
Okay.
on our portable?
Yeah, we got a call of yelling and screaming, so
No, we're not on your portable. Okay, do you want to grab a portable?
Sure.
Two Delta members are assisting us. They heard the call and they've come over. So they're going to be setting up on the west side. And we've got our cars setting up on the east side. And hopefully keep them cornered in one area until our dog man gets here and can catch them. It's actually one of the best nights for tracking for our dog. It's the ground is moist. It's a grassy area. So with any luck, we'll have some success here.
If there's another car available, our next one, if we do get another one that comes in the area, if they can set up to the west.
We just received some information from a neighbor who says they've spotted the two males get into a gray vehicle with a red stripe and drive away. This isn't confirmed yet, so we're still holding the perimeters for now, but at this point it looks like we're just going to have one bad guy in custody tonight on this one, and with any luck he'll do a little talking and tell us who his buddies were tonight.
Charlie 10, sorry. Might need a hand down by the ravine there because they're out on foot.
Yeah, I need an exact 20 for him and I'll go down there.
Go down the street beside the grocery store.
What's happened here is we held the perimeter a little longer, despite what our neighbor told us, and we now have two in custody. Seems they didn't actually get in a vehicle, whether this was one of their friends saying they did or just somebody.
I'm gonna need another member come down the ravine where these two guys are. Copy that? Or 24 is on his way.
Surrey, 2-4 is out assisting Jones. Jones, if you can give me a light or something, let me know which way I should go when I hit the ravine, north or south. Well, we're going down to assist the dog man and our other member. He's got two in custody. Trying to climb up this hill isn't an easy task. Might have to do a little Tarzan off here. Hey, pup.
Put that hand behind your head. Put hand behind your head. Get your free hand behind your head. Up here, behind your head.
Where's your keys?
Right here, right here. Right here, right here.
Against the hood.
Lean over, hands straight out.
Straight out.
Straight out.
Flat. Keep it flat. Spread your legs apart. Spread your legs apart. Okay, come with me. Is it confirmed robbery or theft? Hang on. Where'd you get bite? Where? It's too bad. Hop in there. Watch your head.
Well, why did you go run down and hide in the ravine?
Because I don't know what he did on the pizza guy.
You don't know what he did to the pizza guy?
No, he said, okay, here's the pizza, 20 something.
Yeah.
He tried to give the money, right? It was $50. Wasn't Canadian, right?
It wasn't?
No.
Okay.
Then he said he don't take it, right? So the guy said, who gave it to him? He said, okay, take the Canadian. Then he said, okay, he took it. Then he hold him something.
He took the Canadian money?
Yeah.
And then he held him?
Yeah. And they was like struggling each other.
Mm-hmm.
Then we took off.
How was the hill there?
Well, 15 degrees
It
out
was
vertical.
Kona, is it?
Kona.
Kona. East Detective Kona went down there and caught the bad guys hiding in the ravine. So it took us a few minutes to get down there and actually arrest them. But in the meantime, Kona was holding them at bay. So it was pretty good. Good dog catch.
A few gentlemen that called for a pizza to be ordered here. They used the payphone over here. And they do that specifically so that way there's no house that they can be traced back to or anything like that. Apparently this pizza place had just been robbed 2 weeks ago at this payphone. So they were kind of clever and they put 2 pizza men in 1 car, came here to deliver the pizza, and when trying to give change to one of the males that gave him a counterfeit bill, what we believe to be counterfeit $50 American bill, he pulled out his wad of cash to give him change, and the male grabbed the money, they took the pizzas, and they ran. Now the one delivery man managed to hang on to the one male, and the other 2 fled down the street, fled down that way, and eventually ended up in a ravine down there. And later, as you saw, they were apprehended by our dog.
On a typical night, the helicopter's been responding to probably between 20 and 25 calls, and in the vast majority of cases, the helicopter is first on the scene. The response time is great. There's been a number of cases in which arrests have been made that undoubtedly would not have been made without the use of the helicopter. At this point, certainly we'd like to be able to consider looking at its use on a full-time basis. What you're looking at now was recorded on board the helicopter, and was done with the use of a device known, commonly referred to as a FLIR. That stands for forward-looking infrared. Despite what you see, it isn't like a video camera. All that it picks up, all that you're seeing on the recording, is heat. Despite that, you can see images very clearly there. The machine is simply picking up the heat that's given off by objects. It's known as infrared radiation, which is, again, just a fancy name for heat. And the device is so sensitive that it can pick up temperature differences between objects as small as 0.2 degrees Celsius. The device is very useful for locating people who are fleeing from or attempting to hide from the police. Most valuable probably in cases where someone's in a bush area, a grassy area, and at night when we just can't pick up people with the naked eye. As you can see in the pictures here, there's just no way that a person can escape detection if they're out in the open or even in a bush area. A good example of how sensitive the device is was a demonstration that we were given when we were trained on the device, in which a person can walk over to a wall, place their hand on the wall for a short period of time, then once they've removed the hand, we're able to pick up the image from the heat that's left behind on the wall. In the one particular case that I saw, the image from the hand was probably on the wall for as long as 5 minutes after the hand had been removed. Another advantage of the helicopter is the quick response times to complaints. This is a very serious motor vehicle accident. We were able to arrive at the scene only moments after it was reported to the police. In this particular case, the driver of one vehicle was killed, and the 2 occupants of the second vehicle were very badly injured. We were preparing to transport one of the victims to hospital, and we've been able to arrive much quicker than by using the ambulance. However, as it turned out, that wasn't required. Subsequently, we searched the area as it was suspected that a passenger may have been thrown from one of the vehicles involved. Eventually we determined that was not the case, and we were requested just to stand by and assist the emergency crews by using the floodlight to illuminate the area. The light that's used by the helicopter is 30 million candle power and makes it almost like daylight down there for the people on the ground. You can see here on the FLIR the illumination or the heat that is coming off of the road at the location of the accident. That would be caused either by heat resulting from the friction of the car sliding along the road, or more likely from fluids from the car being released as it skidded down the road. It could have been antifreeze or perhaps oil. It can be very valuable evidence, though, for us to be able to demonstrate in court the route that the car traveled after the accident, show the distances that were involved. This particular situation here is a great demonstration of where the use of the helicopter and the FLIR led to an arrest where all other resources that we had met with negative results. In this case, we had a highly intoxicated male who had been driving a vehicle and was involved in an accident, then subsequently fled the area on foot. A police dog was called in, but due to the time delay as well as the heavy foot traffic around the scene of the accident, the dog wasn't able to get a track. At that point, the members at the scene called for the helicopter, and we were very quickly able to locate the suspect hiding in a thick or dense bush area. You have to appreciate all that we could see with the naked eye from the helicopter and all that the members could see on the ground was just dense bush and straight black area. There was nothing that could be seen. There's no way we could have located the suspect. But with the use of the FLIR, the suspect stands out almost like a bright light in a dark room. And there was no way, obviously, that he was going to escape from us once we had located him. The bottom line is that the helicopter is a great policing resource for us. It's used extensively in a number of cities in the United States, and Calgary City Police have also had a helicopter for the last few years. Their results have been tremendous, and that's also been our experience during the time that we've been using the helicopter for general duty policing.
To serve and protect, we'll be right back.
We're heading to an address in Burnaby at around 18th Avenue and Humphreys. We have 3 suspects that just went and broke into a Bronco. Now they're running eastbound on 18th Avenue towards Humphreys.
Breaking into the complainant's vehicle.
So we're going to see if we can cut them off.
716 18th Avenue across Sylvan. We now have 3 suspects, males, on foot, eastbound on 18th, heading towards Humphreys.
We don't really have any suspect description, but probably juveniles. We're coming up to Humphreys now. Burnaby 11 at Humphreys and Evans. So now we just got to see if we can find them.
You're at 17th and Humphreys now?
Oh, we're 34, and that's ramp.
I'm going to read something to you. I want you to listen up. I know, but I got to give it to you anyway. Okay, you're under arrest for theft or breaking into vehicles. It's my duty to inform you that you have the right to retain and instruct counsel without delay. You can call a lawyer if you want. A legal aid duty lawyer is available to provide legal advice to you without charge, and he can explain the legal aid plan to you. If you wish to contact a legal aid duty lawyer, I can provide you with a phone number. Do you understand that? Sure. You want to call a lawyer? You want to call a lawyer?
I don't know a lawyer out here, man.
Okay, I'll give you numbers. You're not obliged to say anything. Anything you do say can be given in evidence. Do you understand that?
Yep.
How does your arm feel?
I don't know. Why don't you f***ing ask me, man?
Did the dog bite you on the leg or anywhere else?
No, just the arm, man.
Just the arm? Okay, we'll have you looked at the hospital.
Where was he?
Basically, the offense happened on 18th, breaking into cars. 2 suspects. One fled westbound, one fled eastbound. These gentlemen chased him around to this street, into the house. And the dog went in and...
Dog got him inside the house?
Dog, no, he was hiding under the balcony in the back. So the dog sniffed him out and guess, took a part of his arm.
Apparently they may have gone all different ways.
So I'm going to go back to this guy. I'm going to need these two gentlemen. I'm going to need statements from these guys in regards to...
there's tools and stuff. Did you get the tools?
The tools are still in the back, so you can actually seize those if you want.
Okay.
And I don't have their names or anything.
I'll get that on that.
Can you do that?
Yeah, sure. So do we know how many there are out there still for sure? Is there one or two?
There's one more out there somewhere.
Okay.
But he's westbound.
How old is this guy?
I don't know. He looks 23, 24.
He's drunk too, eh?
A little bit.
That smells like alcohol anyway.
The two gentlemen here chased the fellas down from breaking into a vehicle. And once the suspect went into the front of the Reds here, it was too dark for them, which is a smart thing to do. They didn't go in. We then, dog picked up fresh track. Very easy place for him to go into. This fellow was held up underneath the deck, hidden underneath. The dog went in, brought the fellow out. Once we had him secured, the dog was taken off, and he was taken into custody without incident. Screwdriver was found lying beside him once he was pulled out of there. That's about it. Brutus is happy. We're happy. And we'll carry on for the rest of the night. Come on, pup. Let's go.
Did you look outside and
We looked outside from the balcony. We saw the glass, broken glass.
Okay.
And that, I don't know, it was Bronco or something like that, some black truck.
Okay, is that what caused you to look outside? Is that you heard the broken glass?
Exactly. So we basically went down. We saw the guy. He started escaping. So we were after him. Then he got over there. That's it.
Okay. So if just so that I got this straight, so you hear the breaking glass. You look outside. You see this guy or two guys running away. You both go out and you chase this guy and you chase him right to here. And then the dog showed up and then the dog found him in there?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. It's very good. That's why you brought the golf club with you?
Yeah.
You never
know what those guys do. What he sees by.
You never know. You never know. Okay. So you got a good look at that guy? Hey.
Well, he was running towards me, basically, but I wasn't able to catch him. He just passed me by, and we basically started running after him. I went out from the other side of the building. He's running from the one side.
Okay, but you'd be able to recognize that guy in court if you saw him again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
This one, the second one.
Okay, well, we don't have the second guy yet. The two witnesses that helped chase this person down took a big chance in coming out here and confronting this person. One person actually brought out a 5-iron. But without the help from people like that, we're not going to catch these people. They're taking a chance, but we owe a lot to them. And the thing is, by using the 5-iron, like, you never know what these people have. Like, this guy had a screwdriver, but he could have easily had a knife or anything like that. And in this case, it worked out very well, and we're glad that at least we got one guy. So hopefully we'll get the other.
How's business?
Oh, I don't know. I just came out. I'm getting cigarettes and going to have some pizza.
Yeah, where are you going for pizza?
Down where you were the other day.
Yeah. Here's the scoop. I don't want you out tonight doing business.
Pardon me?
I don't want you out working tonight. You gonna go get pizza, then go home?
No, generally I go for walks. Why?
Okay, well, I don't want to...
I'm out walking. I'm not standing anywhere. I'm out walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, listen.
I don't have a car, so...
Okay, listen. I don't want you out working on the street. I would rather that you go home tonight.
I was home last night, and I was home the night before.
Okay.
Because of the protesters.
Okay. Go home tonight so you're not out working on the street, so I don't get called back to have to come back. Yeah, to have to come back and have a talk with you.
Somebody called you for me just walking down to here?
Well, I didn't say that.
Oh.
I just want to make it clear that I don't want to be called with somebody complaining that you're on the streets.
I can go change and put on some jeans and I'll still come out. I will still come out. If this is what's bothering people, I will go change and I will still come out. I'll put on jeans and a t-shirt and runners.
Okay.
I was home for 2 nights. I can't afford not to be out tonight.
Okay. Go get your pizza, and I hope I don't run into you later.
Why? I haven't done anything wrong.
I don't want to see you working on the streets. I
didn't say I was working. I said I was going for a walk.
Yeah, okay, but we're not going to be naive. We're not...
Well, I'm not breaking the law by walking down the street.
No, walking down the street isn't against the law.
And it's not. Why would it be that you don't want to see me?
Okay, look, I just checked you.
Yes.
I wanted to make sure you didn't have anything outstanding.
Okay. But you're telling me not to come back out, that you don't want to see me, and if I'm out? getting another piece of pizza, or going for a pop, or going for cigarettes.
Yeah. Okay, listen.
I don't understand.
What I
I'm
don't
going
want.
for a walk. It's not against the law.
What I don't want you working on the streets, and I don't want that kind of problem in this district, okay? Well, there's nothing outstanding, and I don't see any no-goes. I don't even see the outstanding assault charge. It may not be on the system yet.
Well, it was on, and they served me, so.
Okay. Well, as long as you've got that notification to go to court.
I do.
Until it's canceled. Okay.
Okay,
good.
But I mean, I'm out and going for pizza or doing whatever I do. So, I'm not gonna stay home.
There's nothing against.
I'm coming back out.
There's nothing against the law with going for pizza.
I will be back out. If you want me to change, I'll do that. But I'm coming back out.
Aren't you cold?
No, not at all. I'm very warm.
Okay. Anyway, all right.
Thanks.
Hi. What's going on in here?
Nothing.
You're an open line.
Yeah.
No, stand back, okay?
Stand back there, sir.
What's going
Do you guys
on?
have a warrant or anything?
Put your hands up against the wall, okay?
You.
Come here.
No.
Give me a spray.
Did you see that letter?
It was an original 911 call where no one articulated exactly what was going on, but I could hear a woman screaming in the background, "Don't hit me, don't hit me," and then it was hung up. There was another 911 call placed, and they could hear more of the same going on in the background. It turned into an open line. We responded to that, and when we got there, this male was at the door. We entered, and shortly after that, he turned around and squared off to confront myself.
Blow my cock, you fucking pig.
Okay. Do you know you can call a lawyer if you want? You know why you're under arrest, okay? You're under arrest for assaulting a peace officer right now, okay? Okay, you're not obliged to say anything, but anything you do say may be given as evidence, okay, Brian? You understand all that?
No.
Once up there, she picked the phone up off the line and called 911. And prior to that, he'd kicked her in the stomach. She's got a couple of marks on her face where he kicked her in the face as well. So what we'll do here is we'll charge him for spousal assault and uttering threats. She just wants enough time to pack up and go into hiding. Okay. So she doesn't deal with this thing.
He's got a heck of a gash over his eye from the altercation there, so I'm going to run him up to SMA.
Oh, here at the Del Hotel, we have a female who's intoxicated and was removed from the bar. She kept trying to re-enter the bar, and we have her in the police car here, but she's kicking the windows.
You've got one of two options. That's right, Mrs. Bitch. You keep your feet down. That's right. Or you're going to be hogtied. Do you understand that? That's right, Mrs. Bitch. Okay. My name's Constable Huxley. I don't even know your name. Okay, keep your feet down or you're going to be hogtied. Get that f***ing shit out of my face! Good night.
So hopefully she'll refrain from kicking the windows, but if she does, we'll have to take measures to alleviate that.
Okay.
So this female's is being just restrained so she doesn't kicking the windows. We don't want her to break. We don't want her to break the window.
Turn your head to the side so you can see.
I got it.
What's your fault?
Somebody jumped him in the car, and he didn't do anything. I'm just taking
Put your hand down, I'll see your eye. What did you get hit with?
You're his mom?
I don't know who hit me. That's my mom. That's my girlfriend.
He's right there. He started it over there.
What are you guys checking me for?
For weapons.
For weapons.
He didn't have nothing. He was just sitting there.
How we saw you?
I've been
I had a
coffee.
few beer and I was leaving the bar and Face here figured he was tough, eh?
I did the driving. He didn't start it.
I was just trying to leave. Get it
We were
over
just
with,
leaving.
right?
Do you have any ID on you?
He wants to beat me later. That's on his time, right? Right? I didn't get no blood.
All right,
on
well,
it.
you, he wants some ID off.
Yeah, do you have any ID?
Yeah, I do. How many the ID you want? That's a sucker punch, Wanda.
I know it was.
From your
Why
family.
don't you go get him? Do they know each other?
Info from 15.
I don't even know. They just let him. It's my niece's boyfriend.
Why don't you get him something?
Can you 29 CNI 1 male?
I'm here, honey. I'm okay. I'm still being a good little girl. Well, until we leave the parking lot, anyways.
We're on TV. What'd you do with the glass?
I'm not drinking.
No, I put it down right there.
Whatever.
Do you have any ID on you?
No, is he driving?
You don't have any ID?
Come on over to the car with us. We'll check it.
What's he doing? He's not driving. He's walking.
We're dealing with this.
To serve and protect, we'll be right back.
It's just the second house up here. They have a Rottweiler and a German Shepherd, and Rottweiler gets off the leash. He's been off the leash all day.
Right.
And I went up there and I was going to try and knock on the door.
No, I believe they were still
Because
expecting us.
I know the German Shepherd, but I came back down. The Rottweiler followed me all the way down and starts growling at me again for a second time.
Okay.
And I took my bear spray this time.
We're 23, we're out with
I
you.
didn't do it. No, I didn't do anything because it's not my job. If he attacked me, I would have. But I don't want to cause any problems. Animal Control's been up there 3 or 4 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This isn't the first time, and but I'm worried. I'm just worried that some kids get. You know, this is a walkway to go out to that park and everything.
Right.
And my wife won't even take it anymore because of the dogs. I'm worried some kids can come riding up his bike.
He growls. Has he ever attacked?
No, about a month ago he got really aggressive. He didn't attack me, but I knew KO, so I kept screaming out KO's name to go home, and but he was kind of I never let him get close enough to lunge at me, but showing the teeth. I have a 2.5-year-old son that one day we were playing down here and he came down and was really aggressive.
Just went 10, 11.
KO, come here.
Good boy, KO.
Come here.
28 are down.
Come on, come on, come on. Here you go.
Print out with the actual plate numbers. I didn't write them down. I'll just get that now and run them later.
Do it running. Here you go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Dakota, come here. Dakota, come here. Come here. Here, boo. Come on. Come here. Come here, boy. In you go. In you go.
Jonathan, Kilo 3, can you please give me the file number for this, please?
They're in custody.
Extraordinaire.
I can see though when they start chasing somebody.
Well, the thing is, if it's a little kid,
yeah, they could bowl somebody over.
Yeah. And KO's not the. I don't think KO's the problem. They had KO for a long time, and KO used to wander around fine. You know, but when they got this Rottweiler,
You get the pack mentality then.
Yeah.
Okay, well we'll go find the owners and take them home, or we'll decide what to do with them.
Okay.
Okay. Are these your dogs?
Oh my God. Yes, these are our dogs. They broke off our chains.
Did they?
We were just looking for. They broke off our chains. Mom, they found them. They broke off the chains.
Yes, I had them in the back here.
Thank you. We thought they were in our garage.
Okay.
Because we have another dog staying with us. And for some reason, I don't know why she didn't know the dog wasn't in there. So they broke off their
Well, we gotta complain about them. Just hold on a second.
I saw them crossing the or the road.
Okay, the district bylaws say that here the definition of at large, right, means being elsewhere than on the premises of its owner and not secured on a leash to a competent person. Okay, that's the definition
off their leash and every time
Yeah,
somebody
there's.
walks up this
Have more,
path,
thank
they
you.
don't know if the dog's-
Yeah, I totally agree with you about.
But the dogs were off and somebody walked in the back. I don't know if they were walking through your yard or whatever.
Yeah, no, we
and
have.
told me not to worry about it because Dakota and.
Yeah, we have another part of the family here, and he
Okay, going back to
seems
Radial,
let
thanks.
dogs go wild. So
Well,
that,
they didn't do anything
Bruce,
about it, so I just. You
Okay,
know,
I'm really sorry about that. It's not going to happen again.
I feel bad.
I'm back, and I don't know what they're going to do about this. Sorry about that.
Well, while we were here responding to this complaint, the two dogs charged at somebody. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not good.
No, I know that.
So they're going to get probably dog sprayed or bear sprayed eventually.
I understand that.
Or even worse, okay? There's a district bylaw for dogs running at large. It's a $50 fine, so I'm going to be giving you a violation ticket for that. Okay?
Okay.
Hi. Are you... How come you don't have your headlights on? Okay. They're not popping up or something for some reason. Okay. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm just trying to get to work.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can't be driving around without headlights. It's nighttime.
Okay.
So we have to fix them, or else you're gonna have to take your car off the road.
I'm almost at work.
What?
I'm almost at work.
Where do you have to go?
West Esplanade.
Okay. Pull them open and we'll see. Can you shut your car off? No.
Promise I'll get them fixed.
Pardon me?
I just have to get to work.
Well, we can't allow you to drive without headlights at nighttime. Okay?
I understand that.
Okay. Well, then what are you going to do about it?
I don't know.
Okay. Hang tough here for a second. Do you have your driver's license handy? We're not going to let you drive the vehicle without headlights.
Can I just leave it here and then I'll run the rest of the way to work?
I'll give you a ride, but we've got to get your car off the road better than this, so you're going to have to pull it up onto the service road. But see, if I allow you to drive now, right, and you get in an accident, then I'm partially liable for that because by rights I should be taking you off the road, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to issue you a notice in order number 3. So you're going to be a little bit late for work. Okay, a little bit later, unfortunately, but and with a notice in order number 3, listen to me. With a notice in order number 3, you're going to just be required to fix it, okay? So you can't drive this vehicle at night, okay. All right? But you can drive it during the day, so you can take it down tomorrow, down to wherever to get it fixed, okay? You can't find your driver's license? What about registration? Do you have any other picture ID in there? Yeah, just pull it up against there. See where my light is? Just pull it up against there, okay? She was observed by me driving down the street without headlights on, so pulled her over, and she said that she didn't realize that they were not operating properly. So she was issued a notice in order number 3, and she's able to drive that vehicle in the daytime without headlights, so she'll pick it up when she gets off work at 7 in the morning, and she'll go down and get them fixed. Whoa! Nice abrupt stop there, buddy. How you doing tonight? Good. Is there a reason why you don't have headlights on?
Oh, dude. I forgot to put it on.
They work though, hey?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Get anything to drink tonight?
No, no. I just go out now. I just forgot.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay, you got your seatbelt on? Put the seatbelt on. Okay. Have you been drinking tonight?
No.
No?
I'm just going out right now.
You're going out right now? Okay. Do you have your driver's license with you?
Yeah.
And your registration? Okay. Just want to check your headlights. At nighttime, typically this time of night, chances are pretty good that the driver might be driving impaired. If he's forgotten to put his headlights on, that's one of the things that we watch for. And so it's always a good check to pull them over. In this case, though, he was not intoxicated in any way. He just forgot, so we told him to put his headlights back on, and he did, and they worked, and so he was on his way.
To serve and protect, we'll be right back.
We got threatened with their lives, too. That's when I got choked.
Nobody calls me a goof and threatens my life. I'm trying to stop a fucking conflict, not start one.
Well, why did you go run down and hide in the ravine?
Because I don't know what he did on the pizza guy.
You don't know what he did to the pizza guy?
No, he said, okay, here's the pizza, 20 something.
Yeah.
He tried to give the money, right? About $50, wasn't it?
Keep your feet down. That's right. Or you're gonna be hogtied. Do you understand that? That's right, Mrs. Bitch. Okay. My name's Constable Huxley.
What's going on?
You guys have a warrant or anything?
Put your hands up against the wall, okay?
You.
Come here.
No.
You're under arrest for assaulting a peace officer right now, okay? Okay, you're not obliged to say anything, but anything you do say may be given as evidence. Okay, Brian, you understand all that?
No.